I want to ask you this. Right? I once mentioned this on Listen Local just as like a funny story. I think it was the episode where you came on, where before that season 8 Worlds, when you beat RNG, because it was so amazing the way you guys won that series, and you like hard carried that 5th game on LeBlanc. It looked so sick.
It's the best game I've ever seen him play.
This was when everyone was first getting really hyped about the West, because obviously Fnatic had like a bracket where they were going to go to the finals. Like your team was looking like, well, if IG lost to Fnatic in the group session, maybe G2 can beat them, and we had the potential for like all Europe final. Like I actually started, you know what? One of the rare times ever I've sort of like gotten into the spirit of like the hype. Like I started believing it, and so I actually sent PERKZ this like epic fucking DM.
I remember. Yeah.
Here's the thing, it was actually sick, by the way, because it was almost like the quality I would write in like an article or something.
It was almost like a fiction, yeah.
Oh, it was like something out of a movie, you know, where the coach comes in and gives him that last speech or whatever. And I was telling him, like, you know, just like don't be like a bit sort of like scared of someone's name just because their name's Rookie. Like in the game, you can still make them bleed and stuff. Like it was like I was going fucking ham on this.
Oh, it's a very good joke.
I put some shit at the end, like, you know, or like, you know, you'll make Europe proud, like with the way you play, some bullshit like that, right? But the problem was, I actually was really into it. I really thought, like, if he wins this is like the most legendary way I could set it up for, because it'll make it seem so sick. And then obviously he literally replied something like, "Okay, I got this." Like, it was actually like an 80s movie or something, wasn't it? And then the sad thing is, I remember waking up and watching
0-3.
And after like game 2 or something, I was like, yeah, that's the end of that. I'm over. And then we never ever spoke about it though. I never messaged him about it again after that. Like, I was like, right, you know what? Hands off on this one. That was a bit cringe though. Did you actually believe when I sent you it? Did he get into it? Did it hype you?
Did you actually read it? Like, did you read the whole thing?
He did. He read the whole. He replied to it.
I mean, I didn't like. It wasn't like a specific like hype. It was a nice message. I respected it. I thought it was nice of you to write it. And I mean, I thought that we could win the Worlds. I mean, why else would I play, right? I mean,
at that point in time, you have to believe it.
At that point in time, we beat RNG, who like it's not only like it was actually considered like a heavily Worlds favorite because they were like shitting on people in groups. They lost one game on last day, right? But they were like really dominant in their games, and they had like it was Uzi's year, right? So, but unfortunately, it was just a mid top meta, right? And I still think to this day today they were better than us, but we got really fucking cheesed. I actually think this series should have been much closer than it looked like. Even game 3 when we had a different draft, we were actually putting a step. We were stepping on them a bit in the early game. The only problem was that like when the mental block hit, like that was when it was our weakness being 0-2 down at that time. We didn't really know like how to come back, and we wanted to like win the game from one play rather than like playing just slow, and we could just honestly win the game. But the first 2 games we had Aatrox against Jace, and both games were just like unplayable for us. We never played this matchup before either, and they basically just snowballed the game of their strong pick, and that's alright. We respect that, you know. We do this ourselves as well. So that's something we learned from IG actually. In that way, you know, I have these cheese picks for a best of 5 that teams can't prepare for.
Yeah, like so, Pyke mid.
Yeah, like Pyke top mid. Yeah, maybe top better than mid.
Yeah.
but yeah, basically that. Yeah, I think that's just unfortunate.
Yeah.